नमस्ते सर्वभूतात्मन् नमस्ते सर्वभूतात्मन् सर्वशक्ति धरा अव्यय सर्वशक्तिधराव्यय विश्वकर्मन् नमस्तेस्तु विश्वकर्मन् नमस्तेस्तु त्वां वयं शरणं गताः त्वां वयं शरणं गताः नमस्ते सर्वभूतात्मन् सर्वशक्तिधराव्यया विश्वकर्मन् नमस्तेस्तु त्वां वयं शरणं गताः नमस्ते सर्वभूतात्मन् सर्वसिद्धिधराव्यया विश्वकर्मन् नमस्तेस्तु शरणं गताः नमस्ते सर्वभूतात्मन् सर्वशक्तिधराव्यया विश्वकर्मन् नमस्तेस्तु गताः नमस्ते सर्वभूतात्मन् सर्वशक्तिधराव्यया विश्वकर्मन् नमस्तेस्तु त्वां वयं शरणं गताः नमः obeisances te to you sarva of all bhuta beings atman o soul sarva of all shakti energies dhara o holder avyaya o undepletable one Vishwa of the universe, Karman, O Maker, Namaha, obeisances, Te, to you, Astu, let there be, Tvam, to you, Vayam, we, Sharanam, for shelter, Gataha, have come. This is a verse that is a prayer offered by the Kurus to Lord Balarama. Therefore, I selected this verse. It appears in the 10th canto in a particular pastime of Lord Balarama. So I will narrate the pastime in brief, and then we will hear the meaning of this verse from Srila Prabhupada. What we have on the screen here is not Prabhupada's translation, it's somebody else's translation. So today is the appearance day of Lord Balaram. Lord Balaram's position is explained very elaborately in the Śrimad-Bhāgavatam and the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Balaram is the first expansion of Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna expands into many, many forms. The personal expansions of Krishna are called Vishnu Tattva, meaning the expansions of Krishna, who are Krishna himself, they are all equally powerful. They are all identical with Krishna. But still they act and behave as if they are all independently different personalities. So Balaram is the first expansion, and he appeared along with Krishna in this world 5,000 years back. He appeared as the seventh son of Vasudeva and Devaki. And Krishna appeared as the eighth son of Vasudeva and Devaki. Appearance of Lord Balaram is also very mystical, that when Devaki became pregnant for the seventh time, actually Lord Balaram had entered her womb. But on the order of Krishna, Yogamaya transferred Balaram from Devaki's womb to Rohini's womb. And everyone thought Devaki had a miscarriage. The child died in the womb of the mother before the child could come out of the mother's womb. The child could be born. So Devaki was very unhappy about that, because her earlier 6 children were killed by Kamsa, and the 7th child died in the womb itself. So Devaki became very, very unhappy, and she was anxiously waiting for the 8th child to take birth. So Balaram actually did not die. So there is no death for Balaram, the Supreme Lord. But he was transferred to the womb of Rohini, and Rohini was under the protection of Nanda Maharaj in Gokula, in Vrindavan. So Balaram appeared to take birth as the son of Rohini, and Balaram was born in Vrindavan. And after that, Krishna appeared, even though Krishna appeared as the son of Vasudeva and Devaki, because Devaki was very worried that Kamsa will kill this child, newborn child. So Krishna ordered Vasudeva, you immediately take me away from this place before Kamsa can do any harm, and hide me in Nanda Maharaj's house, and exchange me for the baby girl born of Nanda and Yashoda. This is all Krishna's pastimes, Leela, arrangement. And all the others are devotees of Krishna who are participating in this Leela. But the way the pastimes are arranged, it appears as if it is something that is happening naturally. It doesn't look like it is arranged. So Krishna also was transferred to Vrindavan. Krishna grew up as the son of Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj, and Balaram grew up as the son of Rohini under the protection of Nanda Maharaj. So as far as the inhabitants of Vrindavan are concerned, Krishna is the son of Nanda and Yashoda, and Balaram is the elder brother of Krishna, who is the son of Nanda Maharaj and Rohini. This is what the inhabitants of Balaram think, and the inhabitants of Vrindavan think. So Balaram and Krishna and Balaram, they performed pastimes in Vrindavan. Later on they went to Mathura, and later on to Dwaraka. So this pastime of the marriage of Samba. Briefly, I'll describe this pastime, wonderful pastime. That Duryodhana had a very beautiful daughter by name Lakshmana, who was of marriageable age. Because she was highly qualified, Duryodhana decided to hold a Swayamvara ceremony for his daughter, in which she would select the prince she wants to marry. So invitations are sent to all the princes, eligible princes, and they all assembled for this Lakshmana Swayamvara ceremony, and she was supposed to select whom she wants to marry. Meantime, before the ceremony actually began, one of Krishna's sons, Samba, he was the son of Krishna through Jambavati. As you're aware, Krishna had 16,108 queens. Through each queen, he had 10 sons. So Jambavati's eldest son, Samba, he appeared in that Swayamvara ceremony, and before this Lakshmana could select the prince whom she wanted to marry, Samba kidnapped Lakshmana. So immediately, all the members of the Kuru dynasty, they became very angry. How dare this Samba insult us, take away by force? Because they knew that even though Samba was interested in marrying this Lakshmana, Lakshmana was not interested in marrying Samba. So they thought that this is an insult to us, and the girl doesn't want to marry that boy. So anyway, now that the girl had been touched by Samba, nobody else will marry her. So they decided now we are forced to marry this Lakshmana to Samba. But still, in order to teach him a lesson, let us arrest him and not kill him. So they formed, because he was very, very powerful, this Samba. As powerful as Krishna manifested his power in Dwaraka. All the sons of Krishna were as powerful as Krishna, to the extent that Krishna manifested his power. So it was impossible for any one of them to actually fight against Samba. So 5 of them, headed by Karna, they all formed a team to arrest this Samba. And the fighting was very fierce, very, very fierce. So all the other onlookers, they appreciated that this son of Krishna is very, very powerful. So they admired his fighting spirit and the power with which he was fighting. But with great difficulty, they managed to arrest him. And then the news reached the Yadus. Who took the news? Narada. Narada took that news that Samba has been arrested unlawfully by 5 people fighting against one Kshatriya prince. So immediately the members of the Yadu dynasty, headed by Krishna, they became very angry against the Kurus, and they decided to fight against the Kurus and rescue Samba. So while this talk was going on, Balarama, he decided that the fight should be avoided. So he pacified the members of the Yadu dynasty, and he said that he will go personally to Hastinapura and negotiate a peaceful settlement for this entire issue. So he traveled on a chariot with Brahmanas and with some members of the Yadu dynasty, particularly Uddhava, and they all reached Hastinapura, and before entering the city, Balaram decided to camp outside the city, and he sent Uddhava as a messenger with a peace message. So Uddhava went to see the leaders of the Kuru dynasty. When they came to know that Balaram has come to their city, they were very happy, and they decided to receive him very respectfully. So they all formed a team and they went to the outskirts of the city where Balaram had camped. Along with Uddhava, they went to welcome Balaram. They knew that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, so they worshipped him and they nicely bowed down with great respect. Then they inquired from him reason for his visit. So Balaram said, I have got to submit an order from Ugrasena, the king of the Yadus. So this is the message that King Ugrasena knows very well that you warriors of the Kuru dynasty have improperly fought with a pious Samba who was alone, and with great difficulty you have arrested him unrighteously. Now, even though everyone in the Yadu dynasty practically is agitated, they want to fight and finish you off, I have prevented them because I want to peacefully settle this issue. So immediately bring Samba along with Lakshmana and then hand over Samba, and we are not going to take any action. So when the leaders of the Kuru dynasty heard this, they did not very much appreciate this attitude of the Yadus, and with great anger they spoke very harshly. They began to say that we are connected with the Yadu dynasty by marriage, and because we have allowed them to use our royal insignia, so they have become very puffed up. After all, they are subordinate to us, and if we decide to take action against them, then they'll be easily defeated, because we got very powerful commanders like Bhishma, Drona, and so many other powerful warriors. So we can easily defeat them. But let us not unnecessarily fight. So saying, they just walked away. So Balaram became very angry at their impudence, and to teach them a lesson, he decided that he is going to get rid of the entire Kuru dynasty by separating Hastinapura city from the rest of the landmass and casting it into the river Ganga and drowning all of them. So he took his plow and started to separate the Hastinapura city. Suddenly there were so much tremors, like a massive earthquake. The residents of Hastinapura began to experience a massive earthquake. They began to understand that it is something happening because we have insulted Balaram. Immediately they all came to their senses. They brought, as Balaram had ordered, as Ugrasena had ordered, they took Samba and Lakshmana, and all of them came immediately to where Balaram was, outskirts of the city, and they immediately bowed down and began to offer prayers. So what we chanted at the beginning of this class is one of the prayers. So I'll just recite the other prayers, kindly hear. Rama Rama Akhiladhara Prabhavam na vidamate Mudhanam na kubuddhinam Shantum arhasi atikramam. The meaning of this prayer is, O Lord Balaram, reservoir of all pleasures, you are the maintainer and support of the entire cosmic situation. Whom have we insulted? Not another Kshatriya, some other dynasty, some other province. No. You are the maintainer and support of the entire cosmic situation. Unfortunately, we were all unaware of your inconceivable potencies. Dear Lord, please consider us most foolish. Our intelligence was bewildered and not in order. Therefore, we have come before you to beg you pardon. Please excuse us. So this translation is by Prabhupada in the Krishna book. The next prayer they offered was Sthiti Utpatti Apyayanam Tvam Eko Hetur Nirashraya Lokan Kridanakanisha Kridataste Vadantihi. The meaning of this prayer is, you are the original creator, sustainer and annihilator of the whole cosmic manifestation. And still your position is always transcendental. O all-powerful Lord, great sages speak about you. You are the original puppeteer and everything in the world is just like your toy. Next prayer. Tvam eva murdidam ananta leelaya bhumandalam bibharshi sahasramurdhan ante chaya swatma niruddha vishwaha sheshe advitiya parishishyamana. The meaning of this prayer is, O unlimited one, you have a hold on everything and like child's play, you hold all the planetary systems on your head. One of the expansions of Balarama by name Ananta Sesha, he's got unlimited hoods. And on the hoods he is holding the universes. Like mustard seeds, each universe feels like a mustard seed on the hood of a snake. Like that, Balaram is holding all the universes in the form of Ananta Sesha. So therefore this prayer is talking about, you hold all the planetary systems on your head. When the time for dissolution comes, you close up the whole cosmic manifestation within yourself. At that time, nothing remains but you yourself lying in the causal ocean as Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu is one of the expansions of Balarama. He is the beginning of this entire creation. So when everything is destroyed, everything enters Mahavishnu's transcendental body. That's what is being described here in this prayer. The next prayer, Kopaste Akhila Shikshartham Nadveshan Nacha Matsarat Bibhrato Bhagavan Sattvam Sthiti Palana Tatparaha. The meaning is, our dear Lord, you have appeared on this earth in your transcendental body just for the maintenance of the cosmic situation. You are above all anger, envy and enmity. They are telling this to Balarama, who has become angry against them. That you are above all anger. Whatever you do, even in the form of chastisement, is auspicious for the whole cosmic existence. All activities of Supreme Lord are auspicious for the whole world. And today's prayer, the last prayer in this series of prayers. Namaste Sarvabhutatman Sarvashakti Dharavyaya Vishwakarman Namastestu Tvam Vayam Sharanam Gataha. The meaning is, as given by Prabhupada in the Krishna book. We offer our respectful obeisances unto you because you are the imperishable Supreme Personality of Godhead, the reservoir of all opulences and potencies. O Creator of innumerable universes, let us fall down and offer you our respectful obeisances again and again. We are now completely surrendered unto you. Please, therefore, be merciful upon us and give us your protection. So the members of the Kuru dynasty, all of them, surrendered to Balarama and offered wonderful prayers. So Balaram was very pleased with their attitude of surrender. He immediately became free from all anger. He assured them there was no cause for fear, that they need not worry. So then they handed over their daughter to Samba, and the whole matter was settled by Balaram very nicely. And then Duryodhana, out of affection for his daughter, he gave a very big dowry and married Samba to Lakshmana. Balaram, along with Lakshmana and Samba, returned triumphantly to Dwarka. And when he returned, they all welcomed him, Dwarka, all the Yadus. And he narrated the incident. And they were all smiling and laughing. That foolish people tried to challenge Balaram, and they got their lesson. They learned their lesson. So, Balaram is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And as the name indicates, Bala, Ram, he is supremely powerful, unlimitedly powerful. But when he appears as a cowherd boy, he looks like an ordinary person. Even Krishna in Vrindavan particularly, he looks like a simple cowherd boy. But both of them are unlimitedly powerful. And by their pastimes we can understand some of their pastimes, that nobody can actually match their strength and power, because they are the Supreme Personality of God. So today is the appearance day of Lord Balaram. So we pray to Lord Balaram to give us spiritual strength to advance in Krishna consciousness in spite of the obstacles of Maya. So by Balaram's mercy, Balaram is also the original spiritual master. It's called Adi Guru. So our spiritual master is the representative of Balaram. And by Balaram's mercy, we will easily be able to get Krishna's mercy. Because Balaram is the mercy manifestation of Krishna. So I'll stop here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Balaram.